The next topic is who do you think is the most overrated rapper? And before y'all talk about who y'all talk about, y'all should already know my answer. My answer ain't changed. um,
Damn,
Tupac,
man.
Tupac, man. And this is not me saying. Let me disclaimer. This is not me saying that Tupac is trash or he doesn't deserve. Actually, he deserves to be in the top 5. The reason why I say Tupac is overrated is because of the supposed listeners of hip hop. Y'all make him overrated because he was he was great. He established
But he
himself.
died in his prime.
Even if he died in his prime, he left his mark in a major way. Can't take that away from him at all. But I feel like I said, the supposed listeners of hip hop will put them in a top 5, and they don't even listen to the occasionally. You know, and it's just always been Pac to me. You know, the most overrated.
Yeah.
So Gully, you say Tupac is the most overrated because people's perception on him.
Yeah, people like we just said, people who don't even necessarily listen to his music, it's just the right thing to say.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say then, because I feel what you're saying, and I feel the same way about when people say Andre 3000 top
Man,
5.
that's another one, bro. That is another.
I'm like, bro, come. Big Boy put in a lot of work too, though. Y'all don't be saying him, but at the same time, I doubt y'all listen to all the shit from Southern Playlistic Cadillac Music, Anconia, AT-Aliens. Like y'all just say like it's just a thing to say,
bro.
So you ain't gonna be wrong or something.
I don't know if you was around when we did the tier list, but
yeah, that was bad.
We was doing tier list. They didn't even know who Big Boy was. It's so many, bro. Look, listen, it's so many people that don't know who Big Boy is.
They said the radio host.
Yeah, that's insanity. The radio host, Power 106. Like, what the?
That's just crazy to me. It's a lot of people who say Andre top 5. Who is Big Boy? How can you listen to Andre 3000 and not listen to Big Boy? That is unless if you just listen to Hey Ya, that's the only way.
Yeah, they have to listen to Love Below.
Right, Love Below. That's a perfect example, Love Below. But to say that he's the greatest rapper of all time just off of Love Below is madness.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, niggas probably thought Big Boy was a super villain because the Love Below. Remember, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
They ain't know who the he was. They was like, oh, that bad guy from the Love Below album. Yeah. Wow.
It's just like I'm not taking I'm not ever gonna take away from Andre 3000's talent because he's very talented and he can spit and come up with some dope metaphors and shit. But Eminem was the one, because I used to say Wayne said it, but hood niggas don't listen to Eminem. So, like back in the day when Wayne was saying that shit, that's when it was like, yeah, bro, yeah, that cold. Have you ever listened to Aquemini? What's that? Sea Monster?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That be pissing me off again because I be like, you start talking to people who had conversations and shit, and they be like, oh, I fuck with that. You be like, oh, you fuck with Aquemini? They be like, what you talking about? I'm like, the f? Like,
if you saying he the GOAT and you haven't heard Aquemini where he was dropping some of his best verses ever, what are you?
On the song Aquemini, that got a verse. He said, "My mind warps and bends, floats to win, count to 10, meet the twin, Andre Ben, welcome to the line." I remember as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck?"
And don't remember Big Boy saying, "Pay your bill, bitch."
Yeah, exactly.
On, you don't remember that?
Bitch. Yeah, that was the ender right there. I was like, "Yo, this is amazing. This is amazing." But it's crazy because they'll really be like, "Oh, that's my favorite rapper." They'd be like, "Damn, man, what's your favorite verse?" And they really will be stupefied. Because like you said earlier, it's the right thing to say.
I'll be watching people make them fake ass tier list or whatever. They be like, be like great, good, mediocre, bad, or whatever. And they be like, they get to Andre 3000. Oh man, I'm putting them goated, baby. Goated, you already know. Like you, man,
like he just said, it's the right answer. Yeah. It's just the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's like it's different when it's like if you listen to Andre, like I really listen to Andre, so I could argue like, okay, he's skilled, but when you talk to people who really don't listen to him, it'd be like sad where you be like, damn, bro, is be mindless. Like,
And it's just like, how do you come to this conclusion and you rarely listen to him? That's because you just follow. You're just a follower, and I hate that in hip hop. I really do. I hate
think
that
it's like
because that's the same thing with Pac, bro.
Yeah,
You don't.
they know
The man has a amazing catalog, bro. He really do. His work ethic was like no other. I will never take anything away from Pac, G. All eyes on me. Come on, bro. That shit right there, bro.
I think it's the word that get people riled up when you say overrated. But we understand what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Like people, when they utter his name, they speak about him and all that, even though they don't really know like that. But it's just it's the right thing to say.
Another thing I want to talk about with Pac, and here's another reason why I say overrated, is because people will say stuff like, "Bro, wasn't nobody rapping like Pac back then." What?
Bro, Snoop Dogg was eating them back in the day.
People say that, and I'll be like, "What, bro? Man, Pac was really talking about something in his music. A lot of niggas was talking about something in their music.
Niggas all had a message. I don't know how he got
Illmatic, Wu-Tang, NWA, the shit before all of that."
Ice Cube don't get as much respect as he deserves.
Cube don't get his respect. That's one of my favorite rappers for real.
You trying to tell me that Tupac was the only one in his era that was rapping about real stuff? That's that's another thing. Like people be just saying, people just be saying off the wall stuff when it comes to Tupac, and that's why I put him in the overrated category.
Let me just toss this in real quick. This was also giving him voice of the West Coast when he wasn't from California. That's crazy.
He was born in New York.
Like,
listen.
Like,
I get that.
He transitioned out there. He was a representative, but it's crazy when you like the best West Coast rapper, Pac, and it's like that's like being like A$AP Rocky, the best Southern rapper because he used that style, but New York.
But honestly, I'll let that slide. I really don't have a problem with that because just like you said, he moved to the Bay. I think when he was a teenager.
Yeah, he moved out there. He got family out there.
So he just got really, really influenced by the Bay Area, and I've never been there, but it's a swag. That shit is full of swag. So he just
it just made me think like when I was like in my kid years, like 15, 14 and shit, I remember moving over to the East Coast for a bit. And if I started rapping out there and blew up and niggas was like the #1 New York rapper, I would be like, I'm from California though. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. I get both sides because it's like, you are originally from New York. So
I'm from the Bay. We claim him like a motherfucker. We for sure take that. Yeah.
And it's understandable. It's understandable.
He ain't going back.
I get it. It's understandable. But
but for argument's sake, I'm saying the people who don't be knowing shit about Pac be like, he the best California rapper ever.
For sure.
I'll be like,
no, his first rap name was MC New York.
Yeah.
MCNY.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's like, damn.
Do y'all have any different rappers though? I want to hear what.
I could also put in that category how people were saying that fake culture love or whatever, like when somebody pass on, they go, man, RIP the GOAT, and then they start really like Nipsey Hussle, MF Doom, and people like that. Like you could tell they didn't listen to him when they died, and they start hyping them up and going, man, mad respect or whatever. He was one of the GOATs, one of the greatest. I'm like, you ain't never heard 5 Nipsey Hussle tracks and 3 MF Doom songs.
Hey,
I feel like that's just gonna always be a thing, That's just always gonna be. It's always gonna be something. But
weird. I think that Jim Jones was overrated during his balling run. I used to be so upset, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't expecting that one.
I know this was a side curveball, but look, I remember back then this was the first rapper to say "twinkle twinkle" in hip hop, and I heard it on this. I was like, "What the?" He twinkle twinkle, and he was going crazy for that. I was like, "There's no way he on top right now." That nigga had the game in the chokehold for 2 summers.
Hey, he did though. When that balling came out, I remember that was my freshman year in high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was freshman.
Old niggas would hate them, bro. I don't know how they got away back in the day, bro. Like Cameron and all the shit they used to say, bro. Like how could he?
Was finessing.
They was juggling for sure.
Like I think by the overrated conversation, we got to go by eras.
Overrated.
Yeah, I'm about to say we gotta go by eras because every era there was a rapper that was just popping nothing.
Somebody said that Wayne is overrated.
I mean, if that's their
Well,
opinion,
I mean, that's your opinion, but I can't see it.
I can't do that. Wayne
There's a
did too
couple
much
niggas
for me to
that
say
say
that.
I can't say Wayne
I can't.
overrated neither.
I can't say he
I'll
overrated,
say
but what I
Big
can say,
for sure.
he
This might be
oversaturated.
crazy, but it's
He
Big.
ain't overrated. Wayne ain't overrated, but he gave us so much music, like it's impossible to argue anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
and
that
people.
nigga flooded it.
I got
All right,
three
so
of
who's
them.
the most current general?
Oh, Walker, what was you gonna say, G?
Who's the most current overrated?
I think Walker was finna say.
So all right, so I'm gonna give y'all three different ones. All right, so Eminem, in my opinion, but that's just me. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see. That's just me. And then Nas is another one. And then the crazy one that I was just sitting and thinking about is Big, bro.
Oh yeah,
Biggie,
I
in my
agree.
You said
opinion.
Biggie?
Oh,
Yeah, he
bro.
was not
Yeah.
that good.
Wow.
I
okay.
agree.
His music was
I
hot,
agree.
but it just wasn't
I
enough.
agree.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
For
I
him
can
to
see.
be
I can
where
see
he
where
was.
I can see where people coming from with Big for real. Because
From
the
where he's at,
whole Tupac, Big,
it
dying.
wasn't enough.
So
That's the only reason why.
because
It
they
just
be
wasn't
putting him in
enough.
GOAT convos,
Yeah, and it's just,
and
he
in
don't
my
have enough.
in my opinion, he don't need to be in there, bro, for real.
He don't have the influence.
Yeah, bro.
He don't have. It's just not enough. It's not
He
enough.
had
But I
two.
love his music.
He had 2 albums, and I respect what he did. But the way that the people, like you said, man, the way they hold him like that, I'm like crazy. 2 albums, bro. It ain't enough work. But what he did do with that time that he had is crazy.
Yeah.
But there's people that deserve that spot, man.
And I think it
That
and I
nigga
think it
Biggie
just
was
and I
thick as
think it
hell.
just simply because he died. I feel
That's
like
it.
It
he
was.
died. And he was, and look, he was beefing with Pac. So yeah, man, like
And also, those 2 albums is just off the chain, bro. Like it's kind of hard not to really. It's kind of hard not to predict. What
I'm
he would've
interested in why you said Nas.
done. Yeah, man. You talking about Illmatic, bro? Come on, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. That is not the greatest rap album ever, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Bro,
You right,
people
you
be
right.
getting
Yeah,
so
that's
mad when I be reacting to like the top 50 rappers of all time, because I think Nas was like on number 2 or 3 on the on one of them, and
Bro,
I was
he
like,
came out at the worst time,
he do
bro.
not.
He got overshadowed by everybody. In my opinion.
He really did.
He came out. He had to deal with when did he come out? He came out really early, but when he started it big, right?
94,
Big
like
and Tupac, right? Big Tupac. In the 90s,
Snoop
it's
Dogg,
hard
because a lot of people, because I remember I don't know how the conversation started, but this is like you just gotta be truthful. I don't hate Nas, bro. I don't hate him. He's an amazing artist, but you cannot say that Illmatic was more impactful than Doggy Style. It was not.
It wasn't.
Ain't no way.
It wasn't.
I don't
They
even
be
think
saying
Illmatic
that.
was better than Ever to Die.
Illmatic wasn't even impactful when it dropped. It got that status later on. Everybody will tell you, because just like Walker just said, bro, his competition was crazy.
Bro, and then look, when everybody died down, bro, Biggie and Tupac got murdered, bro. This still couldn't shake back.
Cause Hov was killing shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Then you had Hot Boys and all that. Like,
he couldn't catch a break, bro. He couldn't catch a break. I feel bad for him. He made his million, but
I didn't mean to laugh like that. I didn't mean to, bro. It's true, bro. Like,
where he's been the best, bro. There's never been a year where you be like, oh, that's his year, bro.
He has it. He right.
Bro, you would have thought, like, all right, them niggas died, bro. It's my time, bro.
Because listen, bro, like 98, 99, bro, Eminem and DMX, bro, like it was.
Yeah, DMX, bro. I forgot all about that.
Eminem, bro.
He couldn't catch a break, bro. His time was supposed to be after they died, bro, and they just, bro. Niggas just kept sweeping him to the side, in my opinion, bro.
Shit. And then even like when he had Hip Hop Is Dead, and still had competition like a motherfucker. Wayne was the top.
And justice for Nas, man. Get that nigga some milk, bro. He needs therapy.
Hey, like, bro, it is what it is, bro. It's true. And the reason why we doing this is because y'all are not truthful with the shit. Everything we're saying is facts.
Niggas
we're not saying that man. What you trying to say?
He was great,
We're not
but
trying.
it's
He's
just
a good
bad
rapper. He's
timing,
all,
bro.
but he just
It
was
was
not
bad
fucking with
timing.
nobody in his era.
He a legend. He just couldn't catch a break.
Even years to come, he's still not fucking with niggas like Drake.
No.
Nah, bro. When you
And
put that over, you can't put
he-
Nas over Drake, bro. I'm sorry, you can't.
Even
though
always
he
talking
won
about
the Jay-Z stuff, bro, he still was getting beat by this nigga, bro.
Right.
He couldn't.
He killed them with Ether, but that still
So
wasn't
he
enough.
murdered him. And Jay-Z like, all right, you won a little. Yeah, I'm just about to release an album. Or I'm just about to keep being great. Like, come on, man. You think you're doing great.
I ain't never thought of it like that, but it's hilarious.
It is, bro.
He got your break, bro. You just couldn't, bro. He's overrated, bro.
He said, Tupac and Biggie died. It's my turn. Nah.
Nope.
No.
They was like, nah, hit that bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Pocket
Yeah,
Big,
no.
the greatest rapper of all time. Damn, what about Nas? Who?
Yeah.
Then years later, it died down a little bit. Years later and shit, Eminem come out.
Jeezy.
Right. Then like them years, it was like T.I., Jeezy, trap music.
Rick Ross.
98, 99, DMX, Eminem and shit. Hot Boys. The
Like, come on, bro. And then
Because he dropped his worst, he dropped his worst album in '99, right? The Nostradamus shit.
That's
the same year Slim Shady LP came out. Come on, bro.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
That
My
shit
brother
is
dropped the ball.
And it's not even his fault, though. That's what's crazy.
It ain't,
not
bro.
His fault. He just wasn't.
He got swept under the rug.
Now, one thing Kanye said, I think it was in a Drink Champs interview, and this kind of could be the reason why he's not on the level as a lot of rappers, was because he wasn't able to switch his style up like Jay-Z. Kanye said that.
No.
He was lying.
Jay-Z knew, like, all right, this lyrical shit is cool, but I gotta make some like some anthem type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. He was able to, Jay-Z was able to pick that particular sound for his music in order to do that. But in a lot of interviews, they say Nas purposely picks whack beats. This is the reason why this nigga ain't on nobody level. You bro, what the f*** are you doing, bro?
He's trying to prove to niggas that he just can do it.
And that's exactly why that is where he's at. Because I want to prove that I'm a lyricist.
Hard and doing all that, Eminem come out with that bullshit, hi, my name is Slim Shady, and blew that nigga out the water, bro. It's just
yes, sir.
What was the logic behind that, though? Why the whack beats? What was he doing that?
Because he want to show everybody how skilled he is. And, I can do this. You knew rappers
When he
can't
noticed
do
that
this.
it wasn't
Nah. It was a conspiracy, bro. Look. I'm sorry to go conspiracy nigga on y'all, but look, check this out. When he was beefing with Jay-Z, y'all remember back in the day after the Jay-Z Big Nas beef with Ether and all that, Jay-Z did that song with Memphis Bleak, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, and Twista called Is That Your Chick? Talk about how he Khalees and did all this shit, and Khalees was trying to have his baby and pin it on Nas. And then after all that shit went down, Jay-Z ended up being like, I'm finna retire, and then became the head of a record label, and Nas ended up getting like the throwaway beats. Like his whole career, I remember seeing an interview where he was saying like the beats he got, he chose for show, but he wasn't getting like the top of the crop beats because the labels was pushing him to the back. And coincidentally, when Jay-Z made his exact move after he retired, Nas started getting the worst ass beats.
That's a good theory, but I still think it's BS to be honest, because
it would hold more weight if he was overlapping some of these before the Jay-Z beef,
because he had contact with a lot of people, like everybody that made his beats on Illmatic was just
he had like No ID and all them on deck.
He had every Q-Tip, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, all that shit. I'm not saying you lying,
was like that NY State of Mind.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I'm saying that. No, it's a conspiracy, so it ain't even fact. I'm not saying that if it's true. I'm saying like from behind the scenes, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
like Jay-Z came at that, did all this shit. But yeah, bro,
he looked like the type of nigga that'll do that
crazy.
shit. I be seeing that in interviews. He like a stuck up.
He one of them, like one of them cocky.
Because he went from NY State of Mind. He went from NY State of Mind to I know I could be what I want to be. That little do, that little Beethoven shit.
Yeah,
I was like, how you make that transition from NY State of Mind, which to this day still one of the coldest beats, and then like to that shit.
I like that song. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one though.
Now, as a kid, I grew up
Bro, he
on
was
it, but I'm saying
trying
as an
so hard,
adult now,
dude.
I'm like, if I couldn't put that as my beat, bro. That's crazy. You got to do a little something with it.
Because
But
if,
Nas
because,
has,
because
like,
if you really
crazy-
pay attention to like, if you really listen to like Nas and Jay-Z catalog, you can see the difference in the production and just the style overall. You know, Jay-Z said, you know what, I'm gonna make these party anthems because I know that's, you know, I know that's what, you know, and then it worked for him.
Yeah, so
Nas was just always trying to be that lyrical man, you know, and that's
Yeah, I'm that. Yeah,
that's where he fucked up.
Going
Going back to what y'all said, he was trying to show that off so much, he kind of sold himself.
yeah, and he's still doing it. He's still trying to be a lyrical. Ain't gonna never change.
Yeah, he like one of them niggas.
Yeah, he ain't nah, old dog ain't finna switch. That new album, I liked it, but I was like, this nigga ain't learned his lesson after 30 years, bro. What the fuck?
He win
I'm
a
not
Grammy,
either, I
though,
don't
or
think I
some
listened
shit
to
like
his
that?
whole. I listened to a couple of Nas albums, but I don't think I listened to anything past.
I listened to
God's
Illmatic
Son.
and I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause I was expecting it was a good album, but I was expecting best album ever. I'm not gonna lie, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. That's my
I feel
opinion.
you. I feel you. Nas even says that Nas be like, bro, because every time Nas' name come up, it's always Illmatic.
Yeah, that's
remember-
it.
I remember-
Niggas ain't talking about Nas
Right.
Right.
I remember because my favorite album from Nas is Stillmatic. That shit is heat, bro. The
Mhm.
shit he got on there with AZ, the "We the Flyest Gangsta."
Oh, that was
shit hard.
2001, right?
Yes, sir. That was the
Yeah,
same album
yeah.
that got Ether on it. That album is
Yeah,
heat
that was
all
that.
the way. That's my favorite
I think
one.
that's the album that has I'm the Man on it or something like that.
Yeah, You're the Man.
Yeah,
Got
that's my
yourself a
favorite song by
gun.
now.
Yeah, that shit had
Yeah, it
bangers
had
on it.
that soprano sample on that motherfucker. It had
Yeah.
the flyers. It had what goes around every ghetto. It got all that shit.
Rule, ain't
One
that shit
mic.
hard? Yes, that motherfucker right there. And then it's like Nas even had to come out and say, "Bro, I got other albums," because I think it was like, "Oh, it's the 25th anniversary of Illmatic." Nigga, Illmatic.
Is Illmatic even the best rap album of when did it come out? 92, right?
94, I think.
90. Hold on, let me do my research.
Wait,
I
which
see.
album? My bad.
You said
Illmatic was for sure
Illmatic.
94.
Yeah, 94.
Because I was legit when that came out.
Now, what's that album before Illmatic though that he had? Because people like herald that as his like magnum opus
Did
too,
he
though,
have an
other than
album before
Illmatic.
Illmatic? I thought that was his debut.
Now, he
Nah,
had
it
an
was-
original demo tape way back then from like 91 or some shit.
Oh, okay.
If that's what you're talking about. Like, if you look up his 91 demo tape and shit, that was like the shit that like had him going in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look that up.
Oh,
Okay,
that was
you're right,
interesting.
94. I was about to say
Nas was a
something
very
nasty,
interesting
man. I was
pick.
about to say
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Nas was crazy.
Yeah, Nas is my true pick. Eminem is my hating pick. But yeah.
I can instantly understand why people say M overrated, and it's understandable because like
Yeah, I wanted to get into that M thing. So why do y'all think that M is over? Because man, I'm telling you right now, I can't with no Eminem right now. I just can't do
that's
it.
why. It's
No,
because
I can't do it.
it's because of what he's putting out now. Basically, is like
Yeah.
that's and then now, and I'm looking at it at a larger scale, just like we've been saying about Pac. You got that don't even listen to the man. All of the Stan reactors, they literally say that they don't listen to him. I'm like, what? like the one dude, No Sax Life,
If you don't got it.
bro. I don't even listen to M in the car.
I don't listen to M in the car either.
But you have a M poster on your wall, but you don't listen to him in the car. What the you got a poster for?
Yeah, what the that's insane, bro.
There's so many
Yeah,
people
you just be talking.
that don't even listen to him, and and I understand why they react to him to get the views from the stands. But I'm like, how the do y'all don't see that? How are y'all not calling that out? Because they don't listen to him either. And it's like, how are you putting this dude on such this high pedestal where you don't even listen to his music? You only bob into it because it get the views. That's bullshit. I don't like that.
Bro, it's crazy that he the same dude. Like, this is the same guy who put out, the Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady, Eminem Show. Eminem Show was one of my favorite albums of all time, bro. Like, when I was a kid, when that came out, I got kicked out of my mom's house. I went to my dad's. That's the only album he had at the time because he had just got an apartment too. And, like, that has such a hold on me, and then to listen to what he turned into now with all these weird, goofy dad jokes, these not funny. And then when he put out a bad bar, he goes, I did a bad bar on purpose. It's because it's funny. I'm like, no, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And then like, bro, dog, back in the day, I was one of these motherfuckers. I was a stan, bro. You couldn't say nothing bad about Eminem in front of me. I'll flame you. But now the tables have turned against me. I criticize Eminem to some friends who listen to him or whatever. I'm like, and then they push back on me now, and they'll be like, "Nah, so you just didn't get it. He said he did it." I'm like, "No, I get it. It's just fucking stupid." And like,
Yeah.
is this what it's like to argue with a stand for real? I apologize.
I get where you're coming from, because the thing that threw me off is when he dissed Mariah Carey.
That's one of the reasons why
I said, you did this Mariah Carey? What? That's lame as fuck. Yeah, because back then, like he used to slick diss women in songs like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. But that was just like, okay, that's just one little two or three lines in a song. But when you make a full diss track on a woman, that's when I was like, nah. I just always was like, what?
And then when I heard
out of here with that, that's bullshit,
like,
bro.
You ain't worth my time.
Right, you did some Mariah, but you ain't. But you put out that lackluster ass diss the game. No.
And then you going crazy on Nick Cannon. You like on his ass like he a rapper. Like, come on, bro.
Even now, like that track he put out, mediocre, not that good. The diss he did towards Game, you gonna need more than that, and it was ass.
Nick, he said he used the same diss. He used the same diss when he dissed Nick Cannon. He said, "You want to ruin my career? You better get one." And then MGK dissed him. And he said, "I gave you a career to destroy it." Like, it's the same, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we can see the bullshit. Cause it's like and people and like the stands, like they was on my video on TikTok. Ain't nobody touching M. They scared. Game scared. No, the he put out a 10-minute diss track. You think he ain't got nothing else in the chamber for that motherfucker? That's why
that's all the Game do, bro. The Game got clips loaded.
And then
300 bars. 200.
Right. Another thing that's disingenuous with these stands is that they say Game he's not with M lyrically. What?
Yeah, come on, man.
That's some bullshit. Because of anybody,
he can't rap as fast as Eminem does right now, because that's all he really do for some reason is just rap. I hate how Rap God blew up because now
like, bro, what
everybody.
Come on.
And bro, I went back and listened to the Black Slim Shady. That shit grew on me. That shit. Pause. But that shit is fire, bro. The only thing I didn't like is when he was saying that, oh, you a white boy, white. I ain't like. I feel like you don't have to do that. You don't have.
Yeah, that's the cheap shot because it's like there ain't nothing you can do about that.
You don't do the whole race shit. You know what I'm saying? Wigger, but everything else when he was talking about like his personal life and shit, and I didn't know nothing about his stepdad. I don't know. He was really getting there. He was going crazy, and I like the concept of that track. I really do. I like the whole thing, bro. I had went back and listened to that shit a couple times. I was like, all right, this fire. The whole him capturing Stan brother. I thought that was funny and unique.
Yeah, in concept, that shit was vicious.
Yeah, in the concept, but since it's somebody dissing Eminem, is just automatically trash. I'm not saying that it's the best. I'm not saying that it's the greatest diss track of all time because it's not. But I really want to see that. Let's get it. Because this is the rap god. I want to see. I always say that. I want to see some rap god shit. Because that's back when he was beefing with Nick Cannon, bro. Him going on Wild 'N Out would have been epic. Epic.
But no, he too big for that.
And it's crazy because Nick literally said, "Bro, I will let you flame everybody." He's gonna even let you do it. Like it's so like I don't know, bro. I feel like. Like my boy was saying, the stuff that he's doing in today's day is some straight bullshit. He really need to get on that, Let's see some rap battling. Let's see some. That's what I want to see from him, because he came from rap battles. So let's go.
Yeah, niggas think 8 Mile was real. They
right.
Yeah,
I was literally on a TikTok comment section, bro, and. Man, bro, it was an 8 Mile clip, bro. Them niggas act like, bro, that man Eminem, man. The reasons why I say he's overrated is Number one, his longevity is overrated. And number two, whenever you argue with an Eminem stand, the main thing that they tell you why he's the GOAT is and it can be tracked and it's not something just an opinion. Is his sales, bro. It's his album sales. And like that's the only in my opinion, that's the only legit if you the GOAT, you have to have multiple legitimate reasons why you're the GOAT. And I don't believe he have that. That's just I think the only strong thing that he can stand on is his album sales, in my opinion. I think everything else, it's somebody that is so much better than him, in my opinion.
I would say his album sales and his impact. I ain't gonna take away his impact.
But as far as arguing him to be the GOAT, does his impact compare to Lil Wayne's impact? I don't think.
I think
so.
it do. Now, when I say impact, when I say impact, it's all to me is when the rapper first hit the scene and how they impacted the game.
Oh, okay.
Both of them had stupid impact. Cause you gotta think about it. Eminem went because I was
if you look at it that way,
then.
I agree.
Yeah, because I was around back then, man. Eminem, that nigga, bro. He was like God, bro. Like real shit. Everybody was singing the real Slim Shady and Hi My Name Is. His impact was crazy. Blonde hair, white dude. And then, Wayne with the Hot Boys, another one, crazy impact. In school, when I was in the second grade, everybody's favorite hot boy was Wayne. Even then.
Yeah.
They was like, ain't anybody with Wayne. You had a couple niggas like Juvenile, Wayne. The fuck?
People don't understand Wayne impact, bro. I'm 33 years old. I grew up when Wayne was with the Hot Boys up until we started getting his prime with the 05, 06 run, then the Carter 2, Carter 3, all that shit. I'm like, I lived through it. So, like, when people try to downplay his whatever the fuck, I'm like, y'all just don't get it, bro.
You really can't. You can't downplay nothing with when it comes. I feel like when it comes to, like you just said, his impact and his influence, it's undeniable. It's undeniable.
He done done it.
Even Pac, his Tupac, him and I say Wayne and Pac is either them to be the greatest rappers of all time.
I throw in Kanye, but that's
because Pac had crazy influence just like Wayne did.
Yeah.
Crazy impact just like Wayne did. It's so many rappers that was influenced by Pac, bro, just like Wayne. So I give it to them. But like we were saying, growing up, them niggas like Eminem and Wayne, they had huge impact.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Him was on a fast track to me saying to like I can't put nobody over him. But then like when he started coming out with the bullshit, I hate it. I hated I had to do it. I said I can't. Bruh, does any of y'all watch battle rap at all?
I watch it sometimes.
Hell yeah,
okay,
KOTD, Smack URL, all that shit.
All that shit. Okay, so now you can attest to what I'm saying. So I watch battle rap all the time, bro. And the shit that people be saying, the punchlines, the bars, the metaphors, the personals, how intricate they can get. Whenever, because that's what Eminem tries to do sometimes. He'll try to make a clever quote unquote bar and try to be like, oh, so you didn't get it. It was a double entendre. He said this, but it also meant this. When he said dumbbell, he meant like dumbbell that you curl, but at the same time, he meant dumb because you dumb and you right.
Don't get it.
Like this, trying to make multi-level syllogic ass flows and shit.
And then he got the nerve in the background in his ad lib to say, "You get it? Yeah, nigga, we got it."
I hate when motherfuckers do that shit. Like, I got that dumbass shit.
The way he sound, he make it seem like he just did some like, oh shit. Like,
that's just like Nicki on the song Only. That was a setup for I understood that whack shit.
That's the shit Eminem was saying right now.
A lot of rappers be doing that stupid shit.
When Eminem said, do y'all know Chris Christopherson? Well, I'm pissed Christopherson.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not Christopherson.
I said I'm cutting it off. He even in the new one where he dissed Melly Mel, y'all heard that new diss track?
Yeah, that was the one we was talking about because he dissed Game on there.
You about to say sadly, bro.
Yeah, so I can't remember the damn line. I wish I had it in my head right now, but he said something so basic, and people was like, "Oh, did you hear that shit? That's crazy. You get it?" I said, "Yeah, I got it." And people, if you was watching battle rap, you would have got booed for that.
On me, I agree. Cause he don't say
I
a lot of
hate
shit.
it,
He
bro.
don't say a lot of shit that's like, oh damn, that was hard. He really don't. And then another thing I want to
He-
another thing I want to say, because when I was reacting to that, because the video on TikTok, a lot of people saying, bro, a lot of shit flew past your head. Just because I don't pause
No,
the
it
damn
didn't.
video every 2 seconds, don't mean I didn't get what he said. I got that basic ass shit. I'm not one of them. I don't listen to music like that. I don't pause it every
Your
2
music
seconds.
that complex, bro. I don't want to listen.
Right.
to it,
And
bro.
then I didn't nothing go over my head, bro.
It
I'm
ain't
listening
complex
to it.
though.
Right, it's not.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
get what
saying,
you. I
like,
get
if
what you're
it's
saying.
meant to be that complex, like I shouldn't be like. If I want to hear a speech, I go look up some old Martin Luther King.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's some black thought ass niggas.
And he'll
Yeah,
rely
like,
on
pack that
this.
nigga Black Thought up.
He'll rely on the fast or what, like if the bars ain't hitting or whatever, he'll rely on
Somebody
that.
say black thoughts.
He'll rely on
But
that
that
fast
nigga's
flow you be
talking to
doing
you,
now. Like
like,
if a motherfucker get bummed out, if a motherfucker like if Eminem rapping and you ain't really catching shit or whatever, and he'll just go, all right, fuck you, I ain't fuck with that. All right, here go. They go, okay, yeah, you got it, I'm back.
Yeah.
Bro, when Rap
Yeah.
God came out, bro, I was so disappointed, bro. I was
All the
disappointed.
white rappers changing that. Like all the TikTok rappers came out and started doing their own little fastity, flippity, flippity. I'm like, oh,
Honestly, I
God.
fuck with the
I
song
still
Rap
don't
Devil
know
though,
what he said. I
because
still don't know what he
I
said.
think people even misconstrued that song, because in that song, was he actually calling himself a rap guy? Because he said, I feel like I'm a rap god. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people was just like, oh, he the rap god. But I don't think that's what he was even saying in the song. But I don't know. I haven't listened to that
I
song.
just don't like how
else.
he's just
But I
rapping
did like
so
that
fast.
shit.
And
Yeah,
like,
No, I fuck with that song.
I don't
fuck
put
with
it
it.
at all, bro.
I understand if you don't rock with it, because it do come off as like really pretentious and like this just trying to, all right, I can rap fast.
Yeah, you trying too hard. Like Nas, like, yeah, man.
Nah,
You got this weak ass beat, I'm about to kill it, bro. Like,
Nas,
all
bruh.
right, you got it, bro. All right, woohoo, nigga, you gonna stick it. All right.
that Nas, bro, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, I
That
feel
shit was
bad for Nas,
hilarious,
though.
bro.
I'm glad he made millions out of it.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
You had
man.
me dying with that shit.
Yeah.
That was
Anybody
funny as
else
fuck.
who y'all think overrated, man?
I don't know necessarily about overrated, but when you was talking about impact, that's why I said I was confused. So I was thinking like not overrated, but impact wise, this Jay-Z had late game impact. Like you were around my age, right? So like you remember the early 2000s. Jay-Z had not wearing baggy clothes and putting on button ups for no reason. This whole had literally wearing button ups and regular like button ups and rockwear jeans. Then he said, "Stop drinking Cristal because them niggas is racist. Start drinking Armadale and fucking Ace of Spades." All the clubs stopped on Cristal and shit. I was like, "Yo, this nigga is impactful," but I don't think in the same way like musically that was doing shit that had like changed the culture. Because I for real remember the era when they started wearing button ups, bro. And I was like, "What the fuck? Why everybody wearing button ups?" And it was like Jay Z and so it was like, "Yeah,
was crazy.
grown men wear button ups."
Another overrated artist, Snoop Dogg, I think. I mean, that's
Wow,
another
nah, that one is crazy.
one. In my opinion.
That's
Music
tough because look, let me tell you, I'm from Long Beach. We're in California. That's a tough call because this really did like put the city on the map. To this day,
I
like
agree.
anywhere you go,
I
be like, "What city you from?"
I want to know his reason. Why you think Snoop
It's the
overrated?
same reason. It's the same reason we talked about this when we was looking at a list, and I said the only thing that people talk about when it comes to Snoop Dogg is that one album. That's it.
Yeah.
It's once you look at his catalog, it's that one. Now, people that really with Snoop Dogg, of course, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying when you look at Snoop Dogg, it's only that one album, and then the rest of the shit, you just if you with Snoop Dogg, you know that it's not weak, it's not bad. But as far as like mainstream wise, or like in the bigger scale, he has one album that
I feel where you're coming
everybody
from. I feel where you're coming from.
that
But
everybody loves. And
I
think
couldn't say Snoop is overrated, because I get what you're saying, because they did have him too high on that list. Whatever. I remember him being too high. I think he was like top 10. And like
that's crazy.
you said, you know, when you talk about his catalog is Doggy Style, like I swear, You know what I'm saying? It'll be rare if Snoop Dogg come up, motherfucker say No Limit Top Dog, which was fire as bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like that's what I said. If you was really listening to him, you wouldn't know.
But another reason why another reason why I wouldn't say that he's overrated is because don't nobody put Snoop on that pedestal. I don't see a lot of people saying Snoop Dogg the greatest rapper of all time and don't even listen to his music.
I see it.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say, but it is crazy that the majority of people just say Doggy Style when a nigga has put out consistently good albums, bro. Like even the Dogfather has some heat on it. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of hits, but they're ain't like you said,
don't care.
They're not putting it with an album. You know what I'm saying? Like Beautiful was that paid the cost to be the boss. First of all, that's a long. They used to have long ass album titles, bro. The game is to be sold, not to be told. What? that's probably the reason why. No, that's probably the reason why. It's like that title too long.
He was with Magic Don Juan speaking that pimp shit.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I get that.
I agree though. He isn't put that high, so I'll take that back.
Yeah, it ain't a lot of motherfuckers be like Snoop up there, bro. Like I don't be hearing a lot of people say that. But that is
too high on that list.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy that, like you said, people remember Beautiful and Drop It Like It's Hot, but it's don't be like how they are Rhythm and Gangsta Blues or some shit and all that. I ain't never heard a motherfucker even say that album. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he got a dope catalog, but it do get overshadowed. Is undershadowed? I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because he got some heat. He got a better catalog than Eminem and Nas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, catalog-wise,